Hello once again, and you're welcome to CodeUp Tutorials. This is the third video of the 16 videos we have prepared for you. In our previous video, we installed VS Code as our text editor and added the HTML5 extensions pack. Now, this is where we actually create our first website. I told you to have a dedicated project folder for this particular course. So we can now open that folder in VS Code. To do that, we will click on Open Folder button right here on the Explorer panel. So we will click on that, and wherever that project is placed or was created, you go there and then open it. If you have not also created it yet, don't worry, you can also create it whilst you are on this page. So I want to create mine on the desktop, so I'll click on the desktop here and create the folder from this side. If you have already created a folder, you just click on the folder, but if you have not, you can just right click, come to new, and then click on folder, and then I will name it web design. Okay, so now I can just select this web design folder right here, and you can see it has been selected. I will now click on select folder. Now this folder will now be opened inside of VS Code, where we can now create our HTML files and all the website, the assets we are going to use for the website. Good. So here we click on Attrust, and now the folder is open right here in our Explorer panel in the VS Code editor. So we can see the folder name web design right here. Good. Now this is just a folder. We now have to create our website. Now we are going to create an HTML file, which simply means our website. To start that, we have various ways we can create that. You can see that we have new file right here. We also have open file. We use it when we have already created a file, but now we don't have any file, so we cannot just go there. We can now concentrate on new file from here, or from our folder we can see these buttons also here. This one is for a new file, and then this one is for a new folder. You can just click on this one to create our new file. So I'll click on one of them and then name it index.html. The .html is an extension that must come with our file name. Alright, so we have various extensions like JPEG for images with a solid background, .png for images with plain background. We have .txt, .docs, .xls, and so on. But we are creating an HTML file, so we add the .html extension to it. And by default, once you add it to it, VS Code will automatically add the icon here. So you might see it as an HTML file. So this is what we have. So our file name is now index.html. Now let's go to our desktop and open the folder and look at what is inside of that folder. So I'll go to my folder. It's on the desktop. I'll go to web design, and you can see that I have index right here with Google Chrome icon on it. This means it's our website. So we can see that our file is now in the folder with a Google Chrome icon on it. What this means is that each one of you should have Google Chrome installed. or whatever browser you are using, you should see that browser icon on your file. Now we can now open this in a browser. So if I double click on it, it should open in Google Chrome or whatever web browser you are using. This is an indication that our file is actually a website and has been created successfully. Currently, we don't have any code in it, and so it will show a blank page. This is where we add our first HTML code, which is going to be our website content. So we go back to Visual Studio Code. Now here we talk about the HTML syntax. Every language has its syntax that they must follow. Likewise, HTML also has a syntax. Now here, because of the HTML5 extensions pack that we have installed, it makes it easy for us to know the syntax. How can we do this? We can just do this by typing HTML:5. Once we type this, Visual Studio would automatically suggest what we want to type. Now let me clean it and go back to, okay, so our website has been opened here. We don't have any content on it, so it's just showing a blank page. Alright, when we go to the Visual Studio Code, we want to create the syntax of our website, the HTML syntax, which will allow us to type our HTML code. So I'll just type HTML. You can see that it has suggested HTML5 boilerplate for me. I could just click on the first one, that is HTML5 boilerplate. This is because of the HTML5 extensions pack that we installed. So I'll just click on it and everything okay. So this is the boilerplate. Whatever we see in the green text is not needed at the moment. We can just clean them. We'll talk about it later. Any code in green, we will delete them. We'll talk about it later. We also delete the script tag here, and then we will also delete whatever we have here except the title. Okay, so we delete everything except the title. We just leave the title there. We'll talk about these things later on in the course. So this is what you should have here. Okay, so the HTML syntax starts with a document type. Now I told you that the HTML forms the skeleton of the website. So the first tag is actually telling us what type of document, what type of file it is. And it says that it's a document type. We now come to show the HTML, the head, and the body. The head is actually the part of the website that shows the title. So you can see from here where we have index.html showing up here. This is where we call the head. You can see the title inside of it. And then we have the body section as well. So let's add our title inside. So we say my first website. Alright, we will save it. Just let's use Ctrl+S for now. That's the shortcut, Ctrl+S, and then go back to our website. We'll refresh it and we should see my first website right here. So we have my first website as the title there. Now I'll come to my body where I will type certain things that I want to show. So I'll say H1 hello world. I will save it, go to my website, refresh, and then I have hello world written inside my website. So this is my first website. So let me add P here, call it, this is my first website. I will save it again, go back and hit refresh, and then boom, we have it here. So this is our first website, HTML website. Now you can feel free to add other content on it. Whether P, you can write lots of maybe this is my first website. I am a new website designer. Okay, save it, go to your website, refresh, and it is there. Oops, what's that? Sorry. Okay, so save, go back, refresh, and this is our first website. In our next video, we will talk more into HTML tags. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do well to subscribe, share, write your comment, and also hit the bell icon to get notifications anytime we upload new videos. Thank you for watching.